My brother, God can bless anybody. Make you no look down on anybody. As you see me so, no be by power, oh, no be by sense, yo. Nobody special pass. My sister, God can bless anybody. Make you no look down on anybody. As you see me so, no be by power, oh, no be by sense, yo. Nobody special pass. She be a God will bless me higher. 7 God 9 lift me higher. Nobody believe say could get go blow higher. We know the tire and the work we they do will bring the rubber. Then tell me so many no, but I know they ginger me oh, and I know they give up me.
My name's Royal High Chief Sir Simeon Osuoha Mborogwo in Umuahia.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
I used to be a banker. I worked with GTB Guaranteed Trust Bank for a couple of years, over 10 years. And I worked with AfriBank, worked with other banks as well. So I did banking for about 20 years. Afterwards, I joined into real estate. So I've been doing real estate for about over 15 to 18 years as it stands. Even when I was in banking, I was equally doing real estate. So I come into real estate, I wasn't an easy journey. So at some point I have to move in. We didn't have much capital at some point. Then 2010, thereabout, we have to sell the only living house we had in Lagos at somewhere at a quarter, just after 7. So it's a family house where me and my family live, so we have to sell it. Then the little money we recovered through the remaining land to just start up. So it's, for me, Simify Limited, Simify Homes, Simify Holding is a child of hope, child of faith. So we walked into it because of the vision and the passion that we have for what we want to achieve. And more so, I had wanted to be an entrepreneur long before I started doing banking. For me, banking was just an inroad towards gaining, one of the strategic knowledge, if I can now start my name.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Simify Home is a top-notch real estate firm located in Lagos State. We are based there in Lagos. Our office is at Plot 16, Simify Home, Ekota GRN. Just off Mega Chicken. Before you get to VGC, the landmarks are VGC and Chevron. So we actually build houses and then we sell houses. Over the years, we've done close to about 652 houses. Families are living in those houses. We provided those shelters, and then those houses are living houses back today. Simify Homes is equally to leasing, rentals. They're equally into construction of either bridges, anything construction, anything real estate. We are basically tailor-made company that facilitates either a joint venture agreement or arrangement, or we buy land and build, we lease out, or we sell.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Okay, over the years, we now realize that the government is not really giving, they cannot even provide the needed home for Nigerian population, and it becomes a challenge. Then we have to say, okay, you know what? We have to come in, see how we can help the government what we're doing is helping the system to see we can provide some houses, top-notch houses with contemporary design, with with good finishing, good touches to people and most of our clients. Basically, what we're doing is provide houses, within your budget. We are not saying that we'll build houses for 1 billion or 100 million. So if you have a budget, speak to us. We are ready to work with your budget within a particular environment. So take for instance, if you want to get a 5-bedroom and it's a 2-bedroom, we can size your family, look at the model that can fit you, and then we can work with that. So we provide the services within Lagos and the entire Nigeria, even across, over in abroad. We equally have our office, our next in UK, and we are going to have our next recently in Canada. Thank you.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Okay, good to say. Fortunately for us, none of our houses has been demolished as of today. Like I mentioned, we have over 600 and something houses standing as of today. So we've not had one of our house being demolished. I would say that one of the challenges people have is proper knowledge or lack of knowledge, in terms of siting houses in certain locations. There are certain locations I believe government has designated for different purposes. So when you are buying a land, when you are buying a house, you need to check, is it residential? Is it commercial? What is it meant for? Are they there to be shops? Some places are designated for water channels, waterways. Unfortunately, most of the developers has gone ahead, in connivance with the few government authorities to now build on those water channels. So when the government activates these laws, so the challenges come, and then you now begin to see the houses are being broken to align with overall government, initial position.
My brother, God can bless anybody. Make you no look down on anybody. As you see me so, no be by power, oh, no be by sense, yo. Nobody special.
Challenges are very clear. Government should monitor most of these houses. Make sure that the engineers are qualified engineers. Make sure that the workers who are doing the iron work, and even the material itself, there's a strong material testing, and the government is able to, follow through to the building is finished. So if these things are not put in place, this issue of building collapse will continue, because it's a default from day one. On those lapses are basically from either the engineer and the government. So the developer has to do his own best, and the government probably has to come.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
I mentioned earlier, the banks are not ready to give money. And then we cannot, if they're not ready to give you money, you have to source money to do the transactions. It's been very terrible. It's not been easy, because sometimes you run from pillar to post just to get transactions done. But we trust, the sagacity of a common Nigerian. Never give up, never, say no. We'll continue to push until we get our positions right. Because we need to exist. The poor has to break.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Yeah, Simify is a professional company managed by a professional. We are chartered accountants. I'm the managing director. I'm the MD CEO of the company. I'm a chartered accountant. My wife is a director. She's a managing partner. She's a chartered accountant. So we probably have worked at different, places for more than 20-something years. So we are thoroughbred. So administrative-wise, we do not joke with anything called services. When it comes to, doing paperwork and everything, so we understand. And that's why, over the years, we cannot here that Simify Home, one of our houses has been brought down because of the professionalism that has been embedded in our business. So for us, when you buy Simify Homes, you buy peace, you buy safety, you buy wealth, generational wealth. You're not just buying a house, but you're buying assets that can live a long time.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
And then we cannot, if they're not ready to give you money, you have to source money to do the transactions. It's been very terrible. It's not been easy because sometimes you run from pillar to post just to get transactions done. But we trust, the sagacity of a common Nigerian. Never give up, never, say no. We'll continue to push until we get our positions right. Because we need to exist. The poor have to do.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Like I mentioned earlier, it's not about the Bola Ahmed Tinubu led policy. It's about the constitution that gives him the right or that gives him the mandate. So if that constitution is not people-oriented constitution, we're going to be having the same garbage in, garbage out. It's not going to do magic. It's going to work within the ambit. There are some places that the constitution has given the government the right, to just do things without even, calling on the people. The National Assembly, the Senate, every of them that's in government, even the judiciary, So, that if once they team up together to work against Nigerian populace, we don't have a choice. And so I think that the people of Nigeria should, have their own constitution, and they have good presidents that can actually work for the interest of them.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Okay, like I said, Simify Holding is a group. We have an NGO called Rose Guard Foundation. And over the year, we have, given about 21 children scholarships from secondary school to university level. And most of them are most graduates, some engineers, some are doctors, some are lawyers. So, and we have equally built some houses for widows. Some widows, 50 bedrooms, 30 bedrooms, just to make sure that they have a place to put their head. And then we've gone ahead to equally build the 1,000 capacity Anglican church in our community. Just to make sure that people serve God and, have a good place to serve God. So I was born an ardent Anglican before I transited to Redeem. So I'm a born Christian and I believe in God. So basically, I've done those things. Recently we are just building oil mill for the village. It's costing us a whole lot of money, about 23 million, just for the community, for them to have a place where they can, have to harvest their oil palm. The oil palm. And then tell them, we're not charging them any money. We're just doing it as a surplus support. We have built a town hall. We give them food on a yearly basis. We try to make sure that we do their road. And then the people we can put in the community, we do it. We are doing it selflessly, not for any other reason, and not for any other gain, but to serve them.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
I believe in the fact that you do not push yourself to serve. So with the little we are doing, and more we are going to do, we have placed ourselves in a space or in a position where our people will now choose to serve them. So when that clarion call, so we'll be able to say, okay, we will serve. Whether we want to serve, yes, we will serve, but we will not force ourselves into any of it.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Yeah, so God be the glory. Like I said, I'm a pure Christian, a child of God. The Christiancy titles I have is basically in appreciation of the good work that we have done as a person, as a group. So the community just sees they find you worthy and say, okay, let me just give you something to appreciate. So it's basically an honorary, award. That's what I call it. Because we are Nigerian and we're African, so we need to release our culture. So for me, I've been so fulfilled. I'm happy. I have my wife, only wife, Mrs. Patience Ifoma Osuoha. Sorry, let me say Lady Patience Ifoma Osuoha, because I'm an Anglican knight as well. So due to our work in the Anglican. The Anglican decided to honor and give us knighthood, and my wife becomes a lady. Even in Redeem, we have worked for Christ for more than over 30-something years, and we've been there as a worker. I work as an usher in Redeem Christian Church of God, City of David, Lagos, India. So we've been doing this work for God. So if I say I'm not fulfilled, I have 3 children, and 2 of them are in university, 1 in secondary school, and most of them are going abroad to continue their education. When I'm fulfilled, I'm fulfilled. I have a house in Lagos. I have a roof on my head. I can help people. I can walk around. I'm not begging for food. My life is intact in God's hands. So for me, I feel very happy. It's not all about the money. It's all about fulfilling your dream.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
For me, you have to really work hard. It's not a very simple talk. So that particular space is not where you just walk in for the money. So you have to really work hard. You have to be committed. You have to be dedicated. You have to show the zeal. You have to show that this place is a place where you need to pray. The money is good, but really need to put your hands in the sands of time. Because if you did not, at some point, it's going to show that you cannot cope with the trend of the day. If your house collapses, you understand what it means. The troubles, the traumas, the pains, and you could even go extinct. The business can go extinct. So it behoves on you to really do a good job and survive meritoriously.